Hello, this is the Mega Construx Swords of Sanghelios Combat Lance set. Right from the start, I will point out that the color of the armor for each of these characters is a dark orange, almost a little bit in the brownish range, but I would call it dark orange. I wish it was a little bit more reddish. Not completely reddish, but more reddish than this. The figure that gets top billing here is this Elite Commander, who I think looks really good from the front, and I like most of the molds, most of the plastic designs for the Commander, except for the helmet. I was hoping that the helmet would kind of grow on me over time, but it really hasn't. It needs to just cover the head better. You know, it needs to come around the sides and come along the sides of the jaw, but it just doesn't. It's nothing different from the way it's always been, but just an observation in general. Really like the sword's emblem here that's printed onto the left shoulder armor piece. It's nice and crisp. You know, it's just a stamp, I believe, but it looks really good. It's a nice bright silver color, and you'll see that on the other elites in this set as well. Everything around the back looks really good. And again, I just wish that the color chosen was a little bit more reddish for all of these consistently. I love that modern energy sword, and I like it better than the original. Not even pushing through the nostalgia. This is the perfect color to get it in as well. Next up, two elite miners, and these are identical with their bodies and paint applications and colors and everything, just have different weapons. So the storm rifle over here, and the other one gets the concussion rifle, which is a two-piece construction, and uses the separate piece for the magazine. It's just done in a different color. And these surprisingly actually have more paint applications or more decorative applications on them than the Elite Commander. So technically a more expensive thing to produce. You get the silver on the heads. You also get a little bit of silver that's printed onto the front chest piece, and each of these gets the plaque, or the emblem that's printed onto or stamped onto the left shoulder. So that's nice. And I think that the miners have always looked good. You know, this is the, oh yeah, you get the paint application on their backs as well. But, you know, they originally came out with these super articulated kind of era, and they've just updated them very nicely. And I really have no complaints about these whatsoever. The fourth figure is the Ungoy, and they did not go cheap on this one either. He's got the print for the teeth in there, the paint application. He's also got the painted eyes, which are an appropriate size and makes the whole face look good. I think maybe the armor is just a little bit small on these. I might be wrong about that, but these grunts are just the best looking grunts that they've ever made, I think. And then they went above and beyond with the little top of the methane tank. They actually put the print in there, which is really cool. I mean, some of it is actually hidden down in there. There's a separate piece for the silver bit right up at the top, but yeah, a nice print on that curved part. I'm very delighted to get that. They did not need to include that, so I really appreciate it. This did point out to me that there's a little issue with articulation with these grunts. They're not able to point a needler straight forward. This is as far forward as that'll actually go. You know, it's at an angle, so you need to bring the arm way back. Fortunately, you are able to articulate the arm quite a bit, so you can kind of get that kind of thing going, but it almost looks like he's getting ready to bring it across and shoot himself in the face, which is not a good look. So that's just one thing that doesn't work out so well. You can, no, yeah, there we go. So you can kind of get it to spring into some semblance of a reasonable direction, but that doesn't want to stay there. It wants to pop back in. So the place where it's happy, where it's comfortable, is like that. You know, the plasma pistols work much better with these, and most weapons do, but it's just this needler in particular that doesn't work out so well. Hopefully they'll come out with a new needler mold that will be more compatible with this design, because other than that, it's a great grunt. Lastly, they were pretty nice with the extra builds. Rather than just giving you a single small terrain build, which is just a little bit of structure here, it's very hollow. It's really made with the minimum number of pieces required to get this shape, but I appreciate that. I appreciate its size for its small part count. Little plasma battery over here with just the stud pieces, the 1x1 round plates stacked up rather than the old larger cylinder piece in there, so it's more consistent. A little shield, a little energy barrier over here with the nice paint application on it. Those always look good. And also a small plasma turret. So a bunch of stuff to help, give a little bit of support to your figures and give them something to pose with. This is a very massable set for obvious reasons, but I'm very happy with the specific selection of figures and the numbers of each type of unit included here, because even if you get just one lance like this, I think that they just look good. It makes for a good display. You want to see multiple miners. If you're going to have 2 elites or 2 grunts, you prefer to have 2 elites, and it's nice to get one higher level figure in there as well. I think it's just very well balanced, and again, I'm happy with how generous they were with the extra builds, the extra stuff, the extra equipment included here. So all in all, I think they've done a pretty good job with this one. Looking forward to what you think about it. Share your thoughts in a comment down below. I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.
Where sun and moon and planets roll, and stars that glow from pole to pole.
Interesting song.
Thanks. Human Prisoner used to sing. I thought maybe practice, sing with him. But then he was in corpse pile, so no singing with him. Happy to sing to you, though.